Yeah, so I've just got my order of some 6mm grass, 10mm grass. So what I do, mix these two together, try and stick to the roughly the same shades, or you can mix 3 different shades together, different sizes. What I do is mix up in a tub like that, give it a good shake, mix it all round before you put it inside the canister, so you've got a good mix then. And I've just been doing all that area that's above, done over the top of a patchwork of static grass you buy on the roll, so it's like double thickness that, so yeah, it looks okay. And I'm just going over the top of certain areas again, flooding the areas again over the stick down grass from the off the roll, and again just masking out the Fleischmann track work and flooding the area with PVA, which I'm going to do next. And static up that area now, and I've just been brushing it on a small brush. So give this a go next. Swapped over to my better camera to show this, what you can see. That's with it just plugged into the rail, not into the glue itself. And you can see and hear the static. You can just see it working. So attach it to the rail, and at the moment I've not got any filters inside because I'm using long grass. I just want a lot to come out, so just using a large mesh but with no internal filters. I'll just shake it around, tap it around, make sure the wire doesn't get, usually tap it as well like that. You can see slowly. I'll make sure you've got it switched on as well, make sure red light's on. And you can see slowly and surely it changes colour. At first it doesn't look like it's doing anything, but just keep shaking it up. And gradually, eventually it'll change colour. I'll put a green base coat on as well underneath, so when it dries it's better. It'll show the, it won't show the baseboard. You can see it's gradually changing colour there now, so as you can see, doing a big area is time consuming. You gotta just take, I think I've done a bit of a big area here, but a bit too big. But make sure you've got plenty of grass. You just got to keep shaking it and tapping it, making sure that fur balls inside, to break up the fur balls inside here, because this is what happens sometimes. You can see it gradually forming into balls, and it's difficult to pass through the filter when it's like that, so you've got to physically break them up and put them back in again, which it is fiddly and awkward to do, but the results at the end look pretty cool. So you could put just grass on a roll, static grass on a roll on, which would probably just look just as good, but the long stuff you can't buy on a roll, not the 10mm grass anyway. So there we go. What was a truck park is now going to be a field. Let's keep going at it and see. Right, as you can see, it's slowly building up from a lower angle. From above it looks rubbish, but when it dries out it should look alright. See that field will sort of blend off into the distance. Just got to keep shaking. Really speaking, you wouldn't do an area this big. Well, I just wanted to do it in one hit. As you can see, it's slowly drying out. Probably take another day or so to reach that stage. But yeah, pretty chuffed with it. Yeah, so this is what it's looking like now. I've got gravel yard's going to look like that. It's all wired in. The crane, lighting, big pile, and I've just got an loader station there, which is sort of an abandoned, sort of semi-used building in the yard, loading up maintenance vehicles, etc. and whatever. So the line comes in. I've got the big transformer wagon, that's one of its other parking spaces. So there's 3 areas where this wagon can park now. That's one of them. 2 sidings there. On other wagons. And then obviously the line comes in, goes up the other side and feeds in on another loop. Mountain stroke tunnel thing, that needs some mountaineers, some people knocking around the sides of it, which I'm in the process of doing. A couple more bushes and foliage here and there. I don't want to go over the top on it, but I think it stands out a lot better than before now. So that's that. Yeah, so coming around the other side, so you can see I've got loads of people to add details and stuff. I've got some more ESC digital decoders to add to digitise the points, because I've added quite a few more points. It comes in around there, small container yard, and then sorry, I got disturbed then, I had to cut it. Yeah, so the plaster machine tamperer, ballast tamperer is there, and that's where that's staying when it parked up next to a fuel depot. And then comes around, there, there's the other yard. I've sort of blended the gravel into the grass around this bit. As I say, there's still loads of details to be added, and a bit more weathering, etc. on the rails, and little bits of ballast to be added around them point motors. That's where one of the cranes park up. I took away the canopy because it's cutting out too much of the backdrop, so I've done away with that canopy. So that should be going on eBay at some point. Not sure how much yet, but. And then the line comes round. There's the other field. I was going to buy an abandoned barn, derelict building for that field, but not sure what I'm doing with it yet. Probably leave it just empty for now. One of the stupid ideas I had was putting a television stroke observation tower, which goes right up into the roof, and it is a huge building, but I think it might look a bit stupid. But I could accommodate that there if I wanted. And then the line comes round, and there we have a goods depot. Unloading area, which I've got to add more detail on, etc. And then another side unloading bit. It's all lit up inside, and then we come back to the abandoned sort of semi-derelict building. And that's where I'm up to at the moment. Yeah, another thing I've been experimenting with is adding grass in, sort of interweaving it into the gravel, sort of, so it gives a bit of a, you know, sort of green back to the gravel, which you'd probably get in real life. So at low level it looks like that. When you pull up, looks less like brand new, sort of messing around, playing around with stuff like that. That's how it normally looks. It probably looks just as good. So I can scrape it all up. It's just that section. If I don't like it, I can just redo it. It's not a problem. But just experimenting a bit. I've also added a lot more trees around this area as well through that cutting, that big triangle cutting.